Hello, this is Steve Malone with ComsFX. Hope you're doing well today and you get some good trades. Tonight we have some major events that can have a pretty good impact on the Aussie dollar, and I want to go over that in this video. We have the Chinese PMI number coming out at 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 GMT, followed by the HSBC version of the Chinese PMI number coming out at 9:45 p.m. Eastern, that's 1:45 GMT. Now, a better PMI is going to encourage the possibility of a stronger Aussie dollar, especially with the export trade business between Australia and China. We follow that up with the Reserve Bank of Australia coming out with its interest rate meeting. Now, no change is expected, so the statement's going to be pretty key. So what traders are going to be looking for in the RBA statement is any upbeat comment that could suggest a stronger Aussie dollar and the possibility of a future rate increase. Now, if the RBA doesn't do that and says maybe that the Aussie dollar is uncomfortably high, we might find the Aussie dollar falling back some. But my thinking is, based on some of the things I see technically, we could see a possible move up higher in the Aussie dollar, and I want to point some things out for you to watch for tonight. As you can see right here on the 15-minute chart, we've seen the Aussie push up today, and some of this was on expectations of what the RBA may do this evening. So the market pushes up and goes flat. Notice something here, that when we made this big push up in the TDI, the market pushed up and then moved right back down to the 50 level. Now this is interesting. When the current sentiment in the market comes back to the 50 level and price doesn't move that much, that's a potential sign of continuation higher. So if there's any upbeat comment from the RBA or the Chinese PMI number is better than expected, we could see this Aussie dollar push on up and get back above the 93 level. Now, stepping out just a bit here, take a look in the 4-hour chart. We've seen some pretty good movement over the last few days of seeing this make a strong move to the upside. And some were expecting with a double top sort of pattern here that we could see it come back down. As a matter of fact, if we take it from the swing high to the swing low here, you can see that the market is pushed up to the 1618, came back, doing a little bit of bounce back up. Look at the market baseline down the Traders Dynamic Index. It's continuing to rise. And look at the green line. See how the lows just seem to get stronger to the upside? So we're seeing some pretty strong movement up. And this is pretty high up. If there's any comments, though, from the RBA statement that a little bit weary of the uncomfortably high level of the Aussie dollar, we could see this possibly fall back down. And I'm thinking, let's see if it rolls back down to the 92 level. If the 92 level holds, then we're probably good to go. If the 92 level gives, we could see a possible fall back down to about this area here around the 91.35 level. Now, if we take a look at the daily chart, something I want to point out to you, and I pointed this out to folks in my trade room, is we've seen this Aussie dollar work off of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. You can see here that we had a low, a lower low, then a higher low. You draw the neckline across, the market's broken this and pushed on up. As a matter of fact, right now, it's pretty much sitting back here on some previous support levels, or those lows. Old support acts as new resistance. But take a look at this. If you run our fib retracement from the swing high, swing low, we see that the market has a little bit more to go to reach the 618 level. And that's sitting at 93.38. So there's a possibility we push on up there, whether the Chinese PMI number is better than expected or if there's any upbeat comments from the Reserve Bank of Australia. One final thing I want to mention is that when you look at a chart pattern, usually what you're looking for is what we call a measured move. And so what I'm going to do is go from the neckline to the high point of this low and click on that and drag it to the breakout. We had a break right there. There's a possibility that we see this push up beyond the 93.37 level and start reaching up here to about the 94.20 area. That could be a pretty strong target for the market to move to, and on top of that, it comes in right near some previous highs and this previous support low level before the market pushed further down. So again, old support, becoming new resistance and even potentially the current new resistance if the market pushes on up there. And then we'll have to take a look at what the market does if it pushes up higher than that. So bottom line is this. If we see better than expected Chinese PMI number come out tonight, and if there's any upbeat statement from the Reserve Bank of Australia, or even if there's the possibility of an unexpected interest rate rise from the RBA, look for the Aussie dollar to push higher. If in fact though we don't get the upbeat comments from the RBA or the Chinese PMI number comes out worse than expected, there's a possible drop below 92 and look for it to come down to about that 91.35 level. Well, this is Dean Malone with Compass FX. I hope some of this information will help you in your trading tonight. Y'all make it a great day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.